How do I look? Do I look
Chop Chin.
do I look chopped cheese? Or...
I don't know who Chop Chin is. Was he just like the guy at the NBA game?
That was like a high school game.
Oh, okay.
But it was just this guy just bobbing his head to his song and stuff.
Okay. I don't know, because I see a lot about Chop Chin, but I don't know like the actual lore.
Me neither. That's all I
Okay.
know about it. In 3, 2.
I know
You see, okay, we're on the same
Okay.
wavelength. Okay, welcome back to Cafe Fucking Phobia, where we're fucking scared. There we go, got him again.
Fuck you. I'm Caden.
I'm Dylan. What's up? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
No, how are you? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go. How is me?
This podcast's already over.
I'm just trolling. I'm doing all right. You know, I had an interesting wake up schedule where it was like I had to wake up like at 2 different hours. So like I wanted to wake up at 8, right? I woke up a little bit before that. I said, it's too early, you know, like I need to go back to bed.
Fuck
and
this
I'm like,
chart.
Fuck this short. And I'm like, okay, boom, 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 fall asleep again. I'm like, now I'm waking up like a little bit before 9. So I'm like, I can't go to the gym now. So I gotta like, I'm gonna get ready for class, you know? I'm like, let's see how long I can drag this out, you know? So,
Back in the mic.
no.
Okay.
So I was just dragging up my wake up schedule, got to class on somewhat time, you know, and I've just been doing nothing today. Kind of just
Nice.
basic chill day. What about
That's
you?
nice. I've been freaking the fuck out. I'm moving tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know. I packed up like half my shit. I've got so much bullshit. Like so much bullshit. That I probably don't need. But
Like,
you know, I'm still bringing.
what's like something that you think is like a necessity, but you're like, should I bring it or like should I?
No, I'm
not?
bringing everything.
Oh
It's just like
no, like if ands or buts, like
yeah. But it's like I probably don't need half the chart I'm bringing. You know, I'm bringing like coffee maker, stand mixer. I'm bringing like a bunch of stuffed animals.
You have stuffed animals?
All right, not like stuffed animals, but I don't know. I more like decorative stuff, kind of.
That are stuffed animals?
Some of them.
Okay, which
I'm-
ones do you have?
My little sister just gave me like a squishmallow of hers whenever I told her I was
Oh.
moving out. She's like, I want you to have this one, and I'm like, that's actually really sweet.
That is nice.
Yeah. And then what else I got?
Sorry, the mic fell.
The fuck? I got Garfield.
Okay, lasagna. I mean,
Type.
today is Monday, so
Happy Monday. Yeah, I don't know. I just got a lot of bullshit.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a hectic moving day.
It's gonna be very hectic. I gotta be up early as shit. I've gotta pack all my stuff up, so I'm gonna be late as shit. Going to bed late as shit tonight. It's been like a week of me falling asleep with all the lights on in the house, maybe longer. And I don't know. I'm just like I'm so tired that I don't get ready for bed. But sometimes I'll take melatonin before I get into bed. So I don't know. It's kind of brain dead, but it's just been nonstop. I fall asleep, all the lights on, don't get fully ready for bed. So I haven't gotten like a real night's sleep in a good minute.
Like those are the worst when you're just getting like those 4-hour sleeps and
Mhm,
stuff, and
mhm.
you're like, I'll
I-
get 8 hours by Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll get my full 8 hours for like the week.
No, I went to bed at 1 last night and I had to get up for class at 5. But I also take naps now, and I'm dependent on energy drinks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just like I feel like okay, I like naps and stuff, but like they're so like they take up so much of the day.
Your day's over if you wake up from a nap.
Naturally,
It's nighttime.
I do feel refreshed after a nap, though.
Mhm.
You know, and I think we need more time to nap. But
Sometimes even just like closing your eyes for a little bit and just chilling.
ooh,
You know,
that's
Yeah.
nice.
a little something in the background, a little podcast.
A little podcast in the
Little
background that always helps. A little
Mhm.
cafe phobia in the background.
Type shit. Wake up.
Joking.
Fuck. Did you know? Like, I was watching this like Morse Critical video. Apparently, men get hard like 4 to 5 times in their sleep every single night.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of believe it. Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't know. Like,
I mean, obviously, we have no recollection, but
well, I know.
I
I know.
believe it. Yeah.
But it's just like you think it'd be uncomfortable, like tossing and turning during that. At least I move around a lot whenever I sleep.
Hmm.
You know, like
I
it
don't
hurt
know,
if
I
it's
just-
bending or some shit.
That's true. But like, I don't know. I don't think it would be that like cumbersome. You know?
You know, I know, like, I believe it, but it's crazy to me. It's just like,
Really?
damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like your body still functions when you're asleep, you know? So
I guess
it's like you get aroused, you know?
And you're probably not like completely hard, you know. at
It's like a
the
little
same
half
time.
chub,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I thought that was crazy. Doctor fun fact of the day.
Dr. Moist Critical, you learned that from
But my teacher.
your teacher. I mean, I definitely believe that because I definitely do get elections like in the night and stuff. Do you like Moist Critical? I mean, you said you watch him, but
I watch him a lot.
honestly, I can't fucking stand him. So no offense.
I don't know. For
Actually,
me,
wait, that is full offense.
For me, it's just like the perfect little background video, or just like I don't know. I get like random little news stories from there, or just like it's just like a little bit of bullshit for my day. I'm like, this is nice.
I don't know. I've watched like some videos and stuff, and I just haven't liked them. I think it's because you know, like someone's voice matters to me a lot when I'm like listening to them for a while,
Yeah.
and I just don't like. I don't like his voice, and then
Mhm.
also it feels like he doesn't really say anything in his videos. He's just like, "That's crazy," and blah blah blah.
I'm about to come all over this guy.
Yeah, I'm just like, "That's crazy," and like, "That's bad," and it's like, okay, you're just saying like the most basic shit, but.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's like a bad person or
Mhm.
anything. Like I know why a lot of people like him. It's just not for me.
Mhm, that's fair. That's fair. I've noticed we don't like a lot of the same content, at least whenever it comes to, I don't know. Like we like a lot of the same movies, but I feel like excuse me.
No.
I'm blinking. I'm about to dab on you. But no, like whenever it comes to YouTube or I guess any shorter form content.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to do a little look to the camera.
You're good. You're good. I don't know. Like you don't like TikTok. I feel like
no.
I don't know.
I
You're-
do watch Instagram Reels, so it's like the same shit.
Okay, that's
but-
fair. That's fair. But I don't know. You don't like Hive Mind. You don't like Moist Critical. I thought there was a third one we talked about. I don't know. Maybe I'm geeked.
Honestly, I used to like in middle school, you know, I used to like PewDiePie a lot, you know.
I used to like you.
I'd watch
way
way
back in the day.
but like looking back on it now, it's just like holy shit, it's so horrible.
Mhm, mhm.
Like just like blatant like just like full blatant racist attacks against like T series and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it's like I don't know what's the defense for that.
Yeah. No.
Like I think maybe like to give him some like credence and stuff. Actually, I don't know who gives a fuck. But anyways, I think maybe in his mind it's like, oh, I'm attacking this like huge company who just like dumps and pumps all these like music videos to like inflate their numbers and whatever. It's like it's him like versus a company, so it's like obviously like he's the better version of it.
Mhm.
But that's not how like his audience of middle schoolers are gonna take it. They just see like just being hella anti like Indian and stuff like that.
I don't know. I didn't take it that way. At least growing up. I mean, I'm not everybody.
True,
But-
true.
I don't know. I saw it as like big company versus little guy.
But it just felt racist to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just like looking back on it, like remembering like what my like people around me would say and stuff, and it was very racist against Indian people. And it was just like I remember it was actually I was a day I wasn't at school, but we had a substitute for band, right?
Mhm.
And a substitute, she was Indian and stuff. And like one of the kids was like, T-Series, 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 like just saying that to her, like
That's just
hella
fucked.
giving her hell and stuff. And like, I don't know, people like horrible to her and stuff like that. And
That's
it's
just gross.
it's just gross. And then it's like obviously that stems from PewDiePie, you know, not saying he said that, but like he definitely promoted like being okay with that to like an impressionable audience.
Mhm. I don't know. I don't remember it super well, but it is kind of hard whenever like that's your demographic, you know?
Yeah, it's like I think you have to be so careful with that if you are gonna do that and be like, I'm against the company, not like this whole group of people.
Mm. You should be selling like Lunchables to them instead. You know?
Exactly.
You should be like caring for their nutritional needs.
Yes. Like it's just a pump and dump scheme and stuff, and
Mm.
people are like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" Like, yes, I want to be an entrepreneur and stuff.
Whoa, new Prime flavor.
Dude, yeah, it's like, oh, like you're better because you make more money and stuff. That's why, like, I like these YouTubers more because they know how to make money.
Like that's crazy. Like that's their entire marketing scheme.
Yes, is that they're just rich.
$100 million mansion. Whoa.
But that's the thing, like young kids are so impressionable and they grow up in like this hyper capitalist society and they're like obviously they're gonna be like, whoa, wealth means like actual goodness, you know? And then they ended up being pieces of shit and they're like, no, it's fine because they're smarter than us. They know how to like market themselves and make money. And it's like, sure, they know how to make money through like basically like schemes and stuff and like products that don't fucking work or like are good for people. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't mean they're like good inherently, you know? Not saying I didn't fall victim to that and stuff. Like I remember in middle school, I'm like, whoa, it's like look at these cool mansions. Like look at FaZe Clan.
I fucking love Mr. Beast.
Actually, I never really got on Mr. Beast, but
No?
I got on FaZe Clan a lot. Like I was addicted to that because like at first it was just like Call of Duty, you know, trick shots and stuff, and then like they started doing all the like the mansion videos, like the vlogging and stuff. I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. Like look how rich they are. Like I want to be like this, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, why is that such like an appeal to us? Because it's like it's not like I was like struggling or anything, and like I needed like a bigger house or something like that. It just like
It just puts the idea in your mind
that like you need more and more and more. It's like if it's not the best, then you're fucking a piece of shit and you can't make money. Like you see that online now still, and it's like it's those people who run like businesses or like courses and stuff like how to get rich schemes. And it's like they just profit off of people's like insecurity and like want of like wealth.
Have you seen like the Real Man like training programs?
Yeah.
Like it's so goddamn funny seeing people just get yelled at by like I don't know some army dude or something because they want to be like harder. You know?
No, they're like it's like some like rite of passage for masculinity and stuff. It's like it's so fucked.
Like
it's so fucked because they're playing on people who have money to even be able to sign up for those things, and also like people who are insecure with their manhood and stuff. And also, let me tell you this: manhood is constructed by other men. Okay, like if most of these guys, like who I presume are like straight, you know, heterosexual, like if they ask women like these like crazy ideas about like what makes a man and stuff, it wouldn't be anything that they think being a man is. Like they think being a man is like having big muscles and money.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like so much more than that. But like men prey on other men the most and stuff. Like they take advantage of each other. All they can do is compete with one another, and it's horrible. And it's like I think men fall victim to it because we are like we have to feel like we are hyper masculine at all times.
Yo, it what the fuck?
Yo.
No, no. It's like fuck. I tried to say yes and no at the same time. What was I gonna say? No, I've been watching the series on TikTok where it's like this gay person does these like online training courses with this like masculinity coach from like Fiverr or something, and I don't know, it's really funny because he's just trolling, right?
Yeah.
But it's the other guy takes it so seriously.
Yeah.
So he puts on like a fur hat or something. He's like, no, you look gay. You look gay. Get that shit off. No, that's not good. That's a bad one. Throw that out. And then he puts on like a shirt of like a dog smoking a blunt or something. He's like, that's cool. That's manly. Keep that one. What?
That's fucked.
It's just so fucked because like people genuinely believe that.
Yes,
and
that's what's
go
really
to that.
sad because people actually think like, oh, I need to follow these like that's what the looks maxing thing is also. It's like it's a hyper masculinity, and it's like, but like for people like most people aren't gonna look like that, and it's like that's sad though that people feel like they have to look like this and like follow these bullshit regimens like like mewing or you know all those dumb shits like that. Dude, like I get these clips of this one guy who's like I don't know, like a life coach and stuff, and he'll like get dudes on like a Zoom call and stuff, and he'll just insult their like appearances and be like, "That's why you ain't getting pussy, bro," like because you look like stupid and stuff, and like, but then you hear these guys, they're like, "But bitches don't want me; they want Duke Dennis or whatever," and I'm like, oh wait, we forgot the mouse clip.
Oh, it's fine. We don't have any.
We don't have topics, but
no planning when to this podcast.
But you hear these things, it's like, oh my god, it's so sad, and like people, and then people are like laughing about it in the comments and stuff. I'm like, I don't get what's so funny about hearing someone get insulted for like 20 minutes and stuff.
I don't get it, and
It's
they're
just
getting paid too.
Yeah,
because they're so desperate.
It's like that's so sad.
That's
like,
really really sad.
Like people like feel like like they feel ugly or something like that, and then they're like, oh, maybe this guy can help me, and then they just get insulted because that's the only thing men know how to do and stuff.
No, I don't know. I always thought like, you know, looks maxing, for example, was just like this funny haha thing. No one actually takes it seriously. But a lot of younger people like genuinely do.
No, yeah.
And that's like super serious for them. They have to like do these routines or exercises, you know. Like that's scary.
That's scary, yeah, because it doesn't work.
No, it's not real.
And then it just makes you like hyper attuned to what your body looks like and what your face looks like. Dude, being like that is fucking scary because everybody looks crazy at the end of the day. Sorry. Like if think of the baddest person you know, right? To the audience at home, think of the baddest person you know. And then like if you look at a picture of them too long, they start looking weird. It's the fact. Everybody looks a little strange. No one's like bad, you know? Like you can find a bad picture of someone.
That's how you get off of a crush too. That's
true. We talked about this.
You look for one bad attribute and have to focus on.
Dude, if she got wait, this sounds like those like hyper masculine dudes. But if she got like an Instagram with hella posts and stuff, you'll find the bad one. You'll find the bad. No one's gonna look good in 100 posts. Okay, there's bound to be one bad one. So
it's the reverse of digging for diamonds. Though,
exactly.
You know?
It's like it's like oh nah, I don't. No. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. Okay, yeah, like man friendships, you know.
Okay.
Like what do you think are like some of the words that like define like men being friends with one another? In like a societal standpoint, you know.
Chill, calm, low type shit.
Okay, yeah, that too.
I don't know. See, I don't have these kind of thoughts in my head. I'm not sure where you're trying to go.
Okay,
here.
okay, that's fair.
I'm not thinking that hard.
Well, okay, it's fine. Whatever. I was gonna say like, it's always feels like about competition and stuff, and like one upping one another. It's never like camaraderie, which is like different from like female friendship, which you like, I've read about and stuff. Where like female friendship is about like supporting one another. It's about, you know, like laying in like the park having a picnic, and like that's the ideal, you know, like that's such like a rewarding experience. But like with men, like do you ever notice like you'll say like something like you're proud of maybe or like wanting to do, and then like a friend will kind of diminish it in like in a sarcastic, even like joking way sometimes, you know, where it's like then like they like say they support you and like in what they say, right? But like in actuality they hate you for it, or like kind of like I don't know, like despise you for like achieving more than them, you know, like you can never achieve more than the other person, right?
Yeah, there's like some sense of jealousy in there.
Yeah, it's always there's so much jealousy and like it's so much competition. You know?
You don't think that happens with women though?
Well, it just doesn't feel as much, you know, because I'll talk to like, you know, women friends, right, and stuff, and they're like actually like I'll tell them something like I'm doing something, right, or want to do this, right, and it feels supportive, you know, more so than like they're trying to tear me down a little bit.
I don't know. I agree somewhat, but I also feel like there's a lot of hate between like women as well. You know? I don't know. At least just like from my personal experience, I feel like they do tear them like each other down a lot as well.
For what reason though? Like where does that come from?
I don't know. I think it's the same thing. I think just kind of competition. Like I think that's kind of innate to people. Personally, I don't know. I think it's more common in men because of, you know, just like general masculinity trends and like everything we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it's just present across the board, just in different ways, you know? I feel like men have a tendency to be more upfront about it. And like, I don't know. I don't really like generalizing it because it's just like, this is how everyone is, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I feel like it might be more outward, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I find that like obviously there is competition between women. Sorry.
You're good.
There's a lot of that same like jealousy and stuff, but it doesn't like to me when I say these things, it's almost more like women are like that because they have to emulate men in some cases to achieve, right? Like how women like progress in like the corporate world, for instance, is like they have to act as a man, and that's like how we like, you know, we just watch Baby Girl and stuff, and like what's her name? Rami, the like Nicole Kidman's character and stuff. Like she advances because she's cutthroat and she's a go getter type personality and like acts as men. And then she starts like putting other women down because of it, because she's jealous. Like, oh, maybe she's sleeping with the intern guy, and like, or like she just ignores them when they're asking like legitimate questions, you know. So I think that's like how, like when I say these things, it's like female friendship, like more so like inherently like away from men can be like it's more supportive, right? But like in I don't know, maybe our day and age, it's like what like women like start to emulate those characteristics of men to progress, and then it starts like they start emulating the similar qualities. There we go, got there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I see what you're saying, but I feel like, that's not in my head. It's not created because of gender. In my head, this just competition is natural, jealousy is natural, whatever. And what you say, is copied from manlyhood, or masculinity, whatever, like emulated. I don't know. I kind of just see as more natural. But then again, I don't think about it as hard.
Honestly, I don't think any like character. I'm gonna not say that. I think most everything is culturally constructed, and there's not much that is innate to us.
I don't know. I think jealousy is innate.
Ugh.
On some level, I mean, I don't know.
I struggle to feel like what is innate and like what is true about like human existence, because so much of it is like you exist in the context of everything that which came before you, right? On my Kamala Harris type shit.
Okay.
But everything is culturally constructed, in my view, and like how we think of and like view the world, and like even our ideas of like what is a good life and stuff are so like they're so tied to where we come from,
I don't know. I think I was kind of saying the wrong thing before. I agree with you, but I think that it's so drawn in. How do I say this? Everything has already been built up to a certain point in the world that now it is innate.
I don't think so. I think that's still constructed from like where we live.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're saying the same thing. Like I'm trying to say that I don't think a person born here cannot have jealousy.
I mean, I don't think we are saying the same thing. I think you were saying it was innate and that jealousy is something that all people experience.
But innate because of where we were born. I think I'm using the wrong terminology. Whenever I mean innate, I mean it's just automatic whenever you're born into like present day society.
Okay. So do you believe in like the idea of like the common, like, what's it called? The common unconsciousness? Where it's like there are some like ideas in our mind that every human thinks of, and the collective unconscious. That's what I was trying to say. The collective unconscious.
I don't know. I feel like there are certain things. I don't believe in that necessarily, but I feel like there are certain trends in just nature that play out, across everything. Like dogs get jealous of each other,
Okay, so you're comparing it more to like that's our animalistic instincts.
Yeah.
To want to outcompete one another for like resources and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because I don't know, I believe you kind of come into this world as like a very blank slate.
I think so, yeah. I don't know. I just like I try to grapple with those ideas that like for me, like when people like try to reason that like, oh, it's like an animalistic instinct for like why people do these things and why people like act a certain way. It's just like, okay, but at the end of the day, we're animals, right?
Yeah.
And stuff, but like we have a common understanding that we're not animals and that we are a higher being than animals, and we because of our brain, we have more complex thought processes than animals, and that's like why humans aren't, in my opinion, like I don't like to attribute like animalistic attributes to humans because we are so much more than that.
Yeah.
Right? Like in terms like that's another thing. Like people like in terms of masculinity and stuff like that, like they'll try to say like, oh, it's like innate like animalistic quality of men to like hunger and drive. Like you need to like tap into that, and stuff like that. But I just don't think that's true. I just don't think that's true, I think that's like a part of our culture. Like those ideas that will like have animalistic attributes, right? But I don't think that's innate to us, and I don't like, and I think it's just, you see other cultures and people operate differently where like those ideas are like frowned upon even, like the feeling that you need to outcompete one another. So I feel like with humans, like we have the ability to culturally construct all our thought processes, and that's what makes us unique.
What cultures are you talking about that don't really have that like sense of competition?
Like more Eastern like cultures, like in Asia and stuff like that, where it's more community driven than individualistic.
But you don't think you still have that sense of I need to provide more, you know, even if it is for a community? Like, I need to do more. I need more of this, you know, if that makes sense. Like, there's always going to be another community next to that community, if that makes sense.
Okay, let me think real quick.
Mm-mm. See, I don't really have these kind of thoughts. I'm just like chilling. So I'm making all this shit up on the spot. You know, I haven't like thought about this super
But
hard.
isn't it important to think about these things?
Yeah, no, and it's like I like these kind of questions because I don't think about them otherwise. You know?
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's a difference though, because you always act for the community, you know? Like more so maybe it's on like a more micro level where you act for your family most of all.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can even like tie this to like, you know, like European countries of like Italy and Spain and stuff, where like their ideas of work are so much different than ours. Like they'll take like 2 hours in the middle of the day to eat lunch and have a nap, you know? Like that's crazy, and you'd get fucking fired if you did that.
Yeah.
Here, right? So it's like it's different like in those ways, but those are like culturally constructed, you know, and that's the status quo over there. So I don't know if they're like that, like when that happens, it makes me confused. Like, well, not confused. Hold on. It makes me wonder, like, are there anything like any qualities that are innate to human beings? And then there's even people who live like in very indigenous societies where they live away from government and stuff, and they govern themselves, right? Like isolated from technologies like that we have, right? Like, what are their opinions on life? I feel like a lot of their opinions would be like, I need to have enough food to eat today, and that's it. Tomorrow. But in a way, are they not more like tapped in with their like animalistic side? You know, that feeling of like living free from society.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if they would be like, oh, I need to earn more. No, I feel like they'd be like, I need to earn enough.
I don't know. I see it as if someone sees. Let's use that example. If one of them sees someone with more food, I think that sense of jealousy is innate in a way. You know?
Okay.
They are providing more for their family, or they are doing more. I see that sense of jealousy as just something natural, you know? Or that will inspire and want to, you know, I need to do more, or I wish I had more.
See, I don't know. I just don't think you would even have those ideas of jealousy if no one ever taught you them. You know, because we have these words to understand these things, like, oh, I want more because of what? Because like it'll help me survive longer, or like, we understand these things because those are our concepts of jealousy and like, what's the word? I'm struggling. It's like for survival, right? Like we can like attribute our values onto them, but we don't even know like unless like through living with them, right? We'd understand like how do they apply these values to the same action.
Yeah. No, I know. I see what you're saying, but I also see it as, you know, these words developed for a reason. You know, it became so common, it became such a widespread thing, you know, across cultures to have this competition, to have this want, have this need, whatever. Like, I think that's why it exists today.
Okay. Burp incoming.
Epic.
Hold on. Okay, we good. I think what you're saying is interesting and stuff. Like in terms of like the collective unconscious, which is like, it's like how do I explain it? It's like everybody has these similar ideas related to like life and death, and that it is innate to all human beings. And in a lot of ways, I think like aspects of life and death are innate. Like there's always a questioning of like what happens after death, and like why are we put on this earth, you know, to live.
Yeah.
Like I think religion is like a common experience between all cultures, you know, and like either cultures stray away from it or they like tune more into it. And I feel like sex is pretty innate also to all people, like sexual yearning for sure, and like having like rules associated with it. is like, I think that's an innate thing.
Well, comparing it to that, in a way, is sexual yearning not competition as well? You know, I see it on like even these bare minimum natural levels. There are still some roots of something, some level, you know? I think in this world, you're not born into these ideas, you know, but it is, you know, it exists. It's going to happen naturally. I don't believe you have these concepts in your head, like, you know, at birth or whatever, but I think
No.
it's going to naturally develop no matter what.
Yeah, because I feel like it's constructed by your context.
Mhm.
Like culture shapes you so much.
Yeah.
And like I think like, but it happens at such a young age because even babies will realize like cultural standards,
Mhm.
and they understand like, oh, I need to act a certain way when I'm in this place. In this place, I need to say like talk like this,
Mhm.
blah blah blah, all that other stuff. So I don't know. I feel it's hard to ever have someone without like a cultural understanding of things because it happens at such a young age, and babies are dependent on their parents. So it's
Yeah.
like their parents will shape them from the culture they live in.
Mhm.
It's just I don't know. It's so like to me that's so interesting and stuff. And like, is there anything innate about human experience? Is there anything shared between everybody?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I view it in a more scientific level of just survival of the fittest, you know? And to be fit, there has to be competition, if that makes sense.
Yes, but like survival of the fittest, I don't know. Like maybe not that term I would use, because I feel like that term is more associated with like ideas of like social Darwinism. You know, are you familiar with that?
Somewhat.
It's like the ideas that like certain groups of people are inherently more like lesser order of being than like white European people.
Oh, I don't know.
And that like there's like people who aren't like who aren't white European are like lesser than human, like technically, in like ideas of social Darwinism. Social Darwinism is like it's more so from like the 1800s idea that really it started gaining popularity and stuff.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I heard Darwinism and I'm like, all right, basic evolution, you know.
No,
I
that
was like,
survival of the fittest is used in that too, but it's also used in like social Darwinist and like eugenics and stuff like that.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I was talking about it, I just meant like base evolution.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. But I don't know, I feel like to become humans there had to be that competition in a way. You know?
Okay. But I feel like that like we became humans because what's the right word? Like we stem from our animal past, you know.
Yeah.
And then culture started to shape us more.
I don't know. I believe that our cultural past was somewhat developed from animals as well. You know? It's like I believe a lot of that translates and
I think that's true because you'll see in like sorry to cut you off, but like in primate communities and stuff, like they have like ways of like behaving and like sharing and like competition, you know, that is like innate to them because they are animals. So you think it stems somewhat from that? Like we just took what like is so like fundamental to us and like adapted it more, and that's how cultures came about.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like I definitely like there's obviously a lot of support for that and stuff, but I don't know. For me it's like it's hard to reason with that for some reason because it just feels like because everybody's so different, there is nothing like so innate with people.
Let me put it this way, like my train of thought. Let's say we have two monkeys, right?
Okay.
One has like a bunch of fruit and one has like one piece of fruit. This is like most brain dead whatever example, right?
Well, don't diminish what you're gonna say before you even say it.
Okay. But I'm just saying the monkey with one piece of fruit tries to take one from the one with 5 pieces of fruit, right? I think it's natural, just like I don't think they're having these complex thoughts of jealousy or anger, you know? I think it's just like I'm gonna get that. You know?
Okay.
And it's just like chain reaction. I'm gonna get that. You know, it's like I see it, I want it. I know I need this for survival. I'm going to grab it, you know?
Okay.
And I think naturally, you know, I don't think they I mean, obviously animals establish a sense of community, but I don't think they get to that complex thought level of all these emotions, whatever. But that's what I mean whenever I say competition is inherent, because there is some competition for food, or, you know, whenever I say jealousy like stems from something like that, you know, it's just repetition of it just patterns, and then we adapted words for those patterns, and then as culture got more complicated, so did those patterns, and so did I see this person has more money than me. I want some of that money. How can I work my way to that level of money? How can I take that money, you know?
Okay. I understand what you're saying. More so. So it wasn't brain dead and stuff.
You're good.
No, I'm saying it wasn't brain dead, so you didn't have to say
Oh, okay,
that.
okay, my bad.
No, you're not bad. Just trust in what you say. You have good things to say. Yeah, no, that's I agree with with those ideas too, and you know, and that it is something to consider when you talk about culture.
Mhm.
Next topic.
Next up.
Next topic. Okay. Trying to think.
I think I have like the flattest ass known to man.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, one of our friends has a very large ass.
Me?
No. You can beef it or not, but
Okay.
Ivan.
Ivan?
Have you seen his ass?
No.
We had like conversations about this. Maybe not me and you, but
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
we've talked about it a lot.
I don't remember.
He has
this.
an extremely large ass.
Really?
Yeah. No, and there's like pictures where it's like, damn, right?
Oh, he's caked up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
And then it's like, you know, in those conversations, it's like, yeah, no, I have a small ass, right? I was looking at it in the mirror the other day. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's flat.
It's flat.
It's flat. It's like,
You need BBL.
I need a BBL. Something's wrong. Something. Like, I already got scoliosis, so like it should be sticking out a little bit more, you know? And kyphosis, so my like back is even pushed out like this, right?
Okay.
So it should be sticking out. It's flat. Like, it's crazy. It looks like a creature. Or I look like a creature from behind. You know?
Does it matter though?
No, it doesn't matter, but it's just like,
Okay.
you know, it's something I noticed. I'm just like, damn, I have no ass.
I have a big ass. I
Yeah?
know that. Cause like I be looking at it in the mirror. I'm like, damn. What the hell? Why is it so hairy? Also,
Goddamn.
like I don't get that. Like, why am I so hairy? Like, why is my ass so hairy? I don't know.
Well, actually, there's like a good evolutionary reason for it. It's like the same reason we get like facial hair and
Yeah.
stuff. It's to sense if bugs are like near you know, or you don't want them crawling in your holes. So typically the people with like the most hair on those openings would, you know, be able to sense it better and be able to tell, oh shit, something's about to go in my ass.
Dang, that's interesting. I guess that makes sense because I'm Vietnamese and stuff. So like that is a very jungle environment.
Well, I got a hairy ass.
Oh, you got a hairy ass too.
I mean, I think it happens, you know, across the board, but it is a very common, or I mean, you know what I mean.
But like I don't know. You'll watch like porn or something, right? And like the dude's ass will be like hella just like no hair on it. And
they're
stuff.
shaving their asses.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They're shaving their asses.
I'm like, there's no
shot.
way.
They're
Like,
doing up their
like,
asses.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, there's no way like you're this big ass dude and it's like you got no hair on your booty cheeks.
No shot. No.
Like I got so much hair on my booty cheeks. Like I think I need to nail that shit in the shower
Mhm.
one day. Cause it's so much. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
It's
why is
like damn.
why is my ass so hairy? And my legs are so hairy. My arms are pretty hairy.
Mhm.
But like I don't really get like full facial hair either.
Mm-mm. No, I get like a little bit of scrub. It's weird. I shave like almost every day because it's like, I think it's noticeable whenever I don't for like a day or two, but it never gets full and it never looks good. So I can grow like sideburns all the way down to here, but I can't like grow a beard.
Like you see me, I haven't shaved in like 3 or 4 days, and like I'll get like facial hair, like and like
Yeah, just a little bit.
in the nose spots, but it'll grow, but it won't like get full, and it's like patchy. So like I'm shaving, though. Like I don't want fucking a nasty ass beard.
No.
So yeah, I don't know why. Just like why is my ass so hairy?
I don't know.
I got a pretty big ass though. Like it's definitely not flat.
I don't got much surface area to work with.
Damn. I mean, it's like not a concern for me because like I don't know, like
I'm not doing anything with my
yeah,
ass,
I'm not
you
doing
know?
it. I'm just shitting.
I'm just shitting. I'm sharding with it.
Like I feel like if I was getting fucked in the ass and stuff, like I think like it would be a concern, you know, because I'd be like, it's pretty hairy. Like just like an aesthetic point
I
of
think
view.
it would work for my aesthetic personally.
Like a hairy ass.
Oh, no ass. I meant.
Oh, no
but
ass, no
yeah.
ass. Okay.
I don't think a hairy ass is attractive across the board.
Some people are into that.
Yeah,
some people
some
like
people.
you know, hairy people.
I don't think hair is bad. I don't know why there's like such a, especially like
Oh,
with
what do you mean?
women, you
With
know,
women?
especially I'm saying, you know, it's just like
Like
I don't
where?
get
Like
anywhere, you know.
I wouldn't like. Sorry, this is not feminist of me, but I don't know. I wouldn't like facial hair, to be honest, on a woman.
No, I
If
don't
it was
know.
like for my partner and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It just wouldn't. Like it's not like attractive to me.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I'm saying like having to shave your whole body, that whole thing, you know.
No, I that's fine.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't really see. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've shaved my legs before in like middle school because
Yeah.
I thought that was normal. I thought it's like, oh, I shaved my face, I shaved my legs, I shaved.
Oh,
Like,
you were
my whole
shaving in
body.
middle school, like your face, or
It was like the first time I shaved, like
okay.
ever. You know, I was like, I probably saw a speck, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But no, I just thought that was normal. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shave my legs, whatever. I'm gonna shave everything.
uh-huh.
It feels nice, man.
It does?
It's like whenever it's smooth, like it looks really weird. You look super shiny, you
Mhm.
know, and it's probably just because like you know I'm such a manly man type shit. You know, it was such a difference.
No, you are such a manly man.
I am teaching a course later if you want to attend.
What do people usually say about Caden manly man?
Of course. But no, it feels really nice, but it's a strange sensation. I recommend it once.
Okay,
like-
I've never done that. I've never like I've only shaved my face and stuff. Like I haven't shaved like my pubes or anything.
Never?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I've talked to like multiple people who haven't, and it's like I always think it's crazy.
Really?
Like I don't regularly, like I do it every couple months, or if I have like a reason to.
But not bald. You just trim, right? Or
now. I used to just like bald, but now
we can cut this if you
No,
want
I don't
to.
care.
Okay,
I don't care.
okay.
I just remember I've cut my balls a couple times. It hurts. It
I can bet.
fucking. Okay, so I would use a trimmer, right? Like this is initially
Same
like
one
day
for the
one.
face. too.
Actually, what? Or I didn't use it for my face, but I would use it for like my eyebrows.
What the fuck?
Did I tell you I shaved my eyebrow off once?
No.
I was like shaving right here with the pube razor, and I was like electric razor, and then I tried to go like this, and it just went shoop, and I had a gap in my eyebrows, and I had to fill it in with makeup every day for like a month.
But that's kind of like a style now, though, like a little cut in the eyebrow.
No, I've done like a cut in the
Oh,
eyebrow
yeah.
before. It was a gap in the eyebrow. It was fucked. It was bad.
Okay.
But no, it like I've cut my balls a couple times. So there's been a progression, right? The first time I ever tried to do it, I did it with like scissors.
Like kitchen scissors.
Yeah. No, I think the first time I did it, it was with like, you know, this kind of scissors with like you use in like elementary school, the safety scissors. Yeah.
Those
'Cause
don't
the-
cut shit.
No, they don't. It didn't work. It'd get caught.
If they can't cut paper, what are they gonna cut like thick coils of pubes? Like no.
No, it was just like the first thing I found. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. And then I did kitchen scissors, and that was scary. And I you know, you can't get everything.
You use kitchen scissors on your balls?
Not on my ball, or a little bit on my balls, but more for like the pube. I
That's
don't
scary.
know. That was scary. Didn't cut myself with that. Then
I'm like getting like scared just thinking about like even like putting kitchen scissors near my balls.
is this like a Reddit horror story for
yes,
you?
I'm like that's scary. I definitely would have cut my balls.
But
oh my god,
that
I can't. The transfer like dick pain is like it's so scary. Like, go on. Sorry.
But the thing is, so then I graduated to an electric razor, right? But the thing
post
is,
grad.
this is college level. Right. The thing is, though, I didn't realize this at the time. It didn't have a guard on it. So it's just like the straight up electric razor.
Done done.
So I would cut my balls a lot. And it would like bleed.
Oh my god.
I still got scars on my balls. It hurts bad, man.
I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want. Like, that's too scary for me to think about.
But
But you started shaving your butt.
no. So then, graduating from that, going into my post grad studies, I started just shaving regularly, and then I used a razor.
Okay.
You know, after a little bit of Googling, it doesn't hurt if you use like a razor down there. Like you can shave your balls with a razor.
Yeah.
Like it's scary. You know, I always assumed there was like too much loose skin or something. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now, you know, I'm in my like final occupation retiring days.
Okay.
You know, I just
Tenured.
I use an electric razor with the guard
Smart.
to trim it down. And then if I'm going to shave it, I'll just use a razor.
Okay.
But, yeah. You know, I've learned it was a process.
See, I haven't done any of that.
No? Even just to experience it, the first time you do it, it's like, what the fuck?
I just think I might get it waxed or something if I
Really?
need to.
I don't
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm not going to.
I don't trust someone being near my balls. I like freak out when people touch me.
Why?
I don't feel comfortable with like people touching my arm most of the time, you know?
True.
You know, it's like
But if I like for me, I have a lot of trust in like professionals who do that. I'm like, okay, they know what they're doing. Like more than I would know, because I'd probably hurt myself or something if I did it. You know.
I don't know. This might be a little like TMI, but like even sometimes in like sexual situations, I get like a little weirded out whenever people are touching me. Like it takes a
Really?
while for me to like get comfortable with it. Like I don't know. It's like not a logical thing. It's just like a response. I'm just
Well, if it's like a
little
new
tense.
person you're having sex with, then like that makes sense, right? Or is it even with like people you have long-term sex with?
It's anyone.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's I don't know. It just takes a little while for me to like warm up and get comfortable with it. It's weird. I also shake like initially too. I'm like,
Nervous,
you know,
yeah.
I don't know, not even nervous. Like again, it's not a logical.
So excited!
thing.
I'm so fucking excited that you.
Oh
pussy.
my god! No. It's just like
Go on, sorry.
no. I don't know. I can't control it. It's just like a natural fear. Like I don't like people touching on me. You know?
Okay, fair.
I don't know, especially in like those areas. It's like this is my space, you know.
This is my private space. Yeah, interesting.
It's not Facebook, it's MySpace.
See, for me, like, I might have to cut this segment. But
Okay.
for me, for me, in like sexual, like,
Wait. Stop for a sec. Cut point. Okay.
I mean, I might keep it in, but I'll ask you
Okay.
before.
My bad.
No, it's
we'll
okay.
cut out the cut point.
We'll keep it in.
Okay.
For me, in like sexual like scenarios and stuff, like I like pubic hair, you know, on women.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, like if they were bald, I think it would be like, well, what the fuck, you know?
Mhm.
Not that I would be like, I can't do this. It'd just be like, I prefer the hair, you know,
Like on someone else or on yourself?
on both of us, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really care about the other person. And then for myself, I don't know. It kind of depends. Like, I feel like whenever I'm keeping up with myself, it's like, you know, it's nice, but it is also like kind of annoying to do it like routinely or
Yeah.
I don't know. You see, whenever it gets to the point where I'm like throwing out my hair or something, you know, it's just like, all right, this is a little annoying. You know? Sometimes I like to be twisting my ball hair whenever I'm bored or something,
Yeah, of
you know?
course,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. But it is also, I'm telling you, it's an experience whenever there's nothing there. It's just smooth. And it's like, whoa.
I don't think I'd like that on myself.
I
I think I'd have to do a little design if I was like trimming it, you know?
A little low taper fade.
Oh, I'll taper fade.
Okay.
Like, no, I like a design is like best case scenario, you know? Like, that's art, you know? I prefer that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you've got to try it like just once to see how it is. Because the first time, it's freaky. Like you feel your shit hanging nonstop.
Ugh.
But it's like, it's kind of freeing.
I think I need to because it'll probably give me like an inch or two to my dick because like that's just hidden in the hair, but like that's a jungle down there.
Yeah, no, it does improve the visuals, you know.
It does, yeah.
But no, I don't know. It's just like, how do I explain this? It's kind of like if you were wearing underwear your entire life and then you went commando.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So like more uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, it's uncomfortable at first, but after the first time, it's like it's kind of freeing. It's
Like, you just get
I'm
kinda
proud
used
to
to
be an
commando.
American. You know,
I'm proud to go commando.
No, you feel like a little patriotic sometimes. It's like, okay,
See, the thing is, if I'm at home, I'm commando all the time.
really?
Yes.
I no. Like I go to sleep underwear like nonstop.
Yeah, we've
I
had
need
this
my
conversation.
consistency.
I don't know. I just like it hanging free.
I like to be snug.
That's fair.
Snug
too.
as a bug.
Snug as a bug. I let that shit hang.
Like I can't even wear boxers.
Like just boxers?
No,
Dude, during the pandemic, I think I only lived in boxers.
really?
I didn't put on pants for like months. I'm not even joking.
That's kind of hype. Though.
That's not even joking. I remember like there's like a picture of me like we did my birthday at like the house and stuff, and like I just like I was just in my boxers. Someone's like, there's a cake in front of me,
Chilling.
and I'm just in my boxers because I'm like, why the fuck am I? It's COVID, okay? Why the fuck am I putting on pants? Like I'm not even joking. Like that was my shit. Like I literally woke up like with boxers on.
Woke up. Woke. Okay.
Woke up, just had boxers on, and like I take a shower and I just put on boxers again. I wouldn't put on pants ever, like, cause I'm nonstop in the house. Like, when am I gonna put on pants?
That's fair.
No, you know what? It got to a point like when people would come to the door and I'm just still in my boxers.
Chilling.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying fuck pants, but COVID was dark, okay. But like, I don't know why I just never put on pants that year.
I don't know. You see, I think it's like that's
even over
security.
over Zoom classes and stuff. I'm still in boxers.
That's crazy. What if you stand up?
I never did because I always was
What if?
locked in the class. AP locked in.
You're lying.
Oh wait, shit, I'll bleep that.
Murder him, murder that teacher.
Oh my god.
You're bleeping it, you're bleeping
No,
it, you're
not
bleeping.
now. I'm like,
Murder that teacher. Kill him, shoot him dead.
dude, I'm gonna.
If God's real, strike him down.
Don't you want a job? I'm gonna bleep all of this for you.
No, don't bleep it. Kill him.
Okay, that's what you want. That's what you want.
Bleep the teacher. Bleep the teacher.
Oh, okay. Now he's scared. No, but I was just living in boxers.
You see,
bro.
I think it's that security thing for me. You know, I'm not comfortable with like people touching down there. You know, I always need it supported. I need, you know, I can't use a urinal with the chance of like other people seeing it. You know, I use a urinal for like not one of the first times, but like, you know, a rare time today.
Yeah.
You know, I can if I really need a piss, or I'm just like, yeah, sure. You know, some days it's like just that barrier is gone for some reason. But I know I usually can't piss in a urinal. I can't make myself.
Interesting. You your daddy's son. Ah.
Dab on it.
Dab on the. I got him again. But what else was I doing during the pandemic? Probably like developing depression. To be honest, is like the most. Like keep out of like
Yeah.
COVID. I don't know. I just like. I just like couldn't see my friends at all, even though we were like, no, well, we just biked and stuff. Like we never like really hung out. We just biked for like hours and hours.
No, I would get in a lot of like voice calls with my friends.
Oh,
but
okay, wait, yeah, I did that
a lot
too.
of Discord calls and just play video games or like watch something. But that was definitely like the darkest time of my life. Like, whoa.
But I eventually just stopped playing video games. Like after like at the first part of COVID, we were like, yeah, we get to play Valorant and we get to play Apex Legends all day in Minecraft. Let's go. And then like it got to like a couple months, and then like I just stopped playing, and I never like got back in those Discord calls ever again.
No? I know for me it was consistent, and it continued like even a little bit out of COVID, you know, for a while. But I don't know. It was just like that doesn't fix the day. You know, it's like that's what I look forward to, but it's not like now I have a life, you know.
Shit was awky at my house, bro, for like COVID and stuff. Like I fucking hated that. But another thing is I started gaining my love for reading, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because like as a child, I'd read a lot, and then like early middle school, I would read a lot of books and stuff. And then like I just kind of stopped doing that, like 7th, 8th, you know, 9th grade and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, something hit me like when I'm just like how I got back into reading was like I was watching like a lot of Harry Potter videos and stuff. I'm like, oh wait, this is really cool and stuff. Like I haven't read this in like years. I'm gonna read it, you know. And I flew through those books. I was like, oh shit, wait, like I like reading, you know. And then I was like, you know, let me just start like looking at books like I'm interested in, or like, you know, like more like adult fiction, and stuff like that. I was like, oh shit, like I really love reading, and like I kind of regained that through the pandemic as well.
That's pretty cool.
I remember, yeah.
I gained that a little bit with like video games, starting to play that again. It's like Fortnite, what's up? But
Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had that like super level of attachment to things. I guess it would be video games. I played a lot of Valorant. I played a lot of just random games on Steam and like voice calls, and it's like that's kind of my life, just like trying new stuff like that. And that was fun.
Yeah, like I started really love reading, and like I think one of the books that like really helped, I don't know, like make me a more critical thinker was like the biography of Malcolm X and stuff. Which, have you read that? You should read that. That's a really great book. It's very poignant to the day, of course. But I remember reading that. I was like, damn, this is what reading can be also, and like that sent me down like, wanting to write and blah, 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 all that. Oh, and like I played so much basketball during that time because I had a hoop in my driveway and I just go out there for hours, just fucking bang, 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 cash, 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 money, money. I was like, damn, I love basketball and stuff.
That's whenever I discovered I loved running. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I would run like a decent amount, and just like listen to music. And it's like, oh, I'm going to run through this neighborhood today, or like I'm going to do this. It's like, dude, I know it's nice.
Yeah, yeah. I also got that with biking also during the pandemic. Like I had a routine like where I'd wake up like at like 10 a.m. and stuff and like pretty much get on my bike and like ride around the neighborhood for an hour.
Damn.
Which would be like, I don't know, like I think almost a 10-mile bike ride like in the morning. And I'd
10 in the morning?
Huh?
10 in the morning?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'd be listening to a podcast and stuff. And like the podcast was like an hour or so long. So I'd finish it. Like I'd listen to an hour podcast and bike the whole time. And I'd go inside, like do whatever. I don't even fucking know. Like probably nothing, right?
The fuck?
And then later in the day, I'd be like, I'm play basketball. But play for a couple hours again and stuff. And that was my whole day, Just biking, basketball, reading. Also, like, it kind of... That was also, like, a turning point for me, was, like, I was really interested in, like, saxophone and stuff during that time. But, like, after the pandemic, it really, like, it kind of took my love away from it a little bit, especially, like, jazz music and stuff. Like, I still love jazz music and stuff, but it's definitely not, like, my favorite as it was beforehand. Like, I started getting really into, like, soul and fusion and funk during the pandemic. And, like, also I was listening to a lot more rap and, like, hip-hop during that time. Then, like, I was like, oh, wait, I like these a little more than, like, jazz and, like, playing saxophone. But then that was the point where I decided to go to a different high school for, like, the magnet program for, like, for music and stuff, like, playing saxophone. And I was really good at saxophone, and I was, just, doing good at it and stuff. But I wonder, like, what if I joined, like, like, TV magnet and stuff, which is more, like, closer to what I want to do now and stuff. Like, how would have that shaped me?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's so hard to think about because it's like, who am I today without this?
I think everything happens for a reason too. I think like nothing's a mistake. It's your choices.
Yeah.
Which is so scary because I feel like I make a lot of mistakes all the time. But it's like it's I have to. Like for me, like I love like I know like in the moment I hate making mistakes and like it generally like pisses me off so bad and stuff. But I'm like, okay, like. For me to be good at something, I have to fail at it like tremendously bad, That's how I feel. I'm like, I need my first failure before I can actually even start. And like, that's so interesting to me because I never, like, I was maybe thinking of doing jazz band here and stuff. And I was definitely good enough to be able to do it. But I don't know. I was just not interested in it. Like, I didn't want to do marching band either. And I was like, I just want to do something different, And I don't have that attachment to want to go back and play my saxophone that much. Like I'll have periods where I'm like, man, I need to go home and like get my sax and like play a little bit. But then I'm like, play what? Because I feel like I just don't like the music that much.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I've kind of had the same thing, but with like medicine, it's like that's always made sense to me. And I've always like really enjoyed it. And just, I don't know. That's been what's always made sense as like a career, or what I want to do down the line. And then I don't know when it happened, if it was like late high school or, early college, but I just kind of lost my like love for that kind of thing. And it's what I'm still doing now, but it's just like, I'm not confident in it anymore. It
like
used to be a sure thing.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Just there's some change at some point and just, I don't know. It didn't make as much sense as it once did.
Are you like, is that, you just think that's part of growing up, or are you like more disillusioned by it because of college?
Um, I don't know. I think part of it is, both my parents are in medicine, so I grew up around it, and just a lot of those, just like instinctually picking up on that. And then, I wanted to do veterinary stuff for a long time when I was like really little, and then growing up and realizing the reality of that and how it can often be really depressing, I was like, maybe that's not for me, maybe just more general medicine. And I think just like the more thought I applied to it, just like the less appealing it became. And I still think it's really interesting. And, I'm interested in stuff like psychology, which, would be more depressing of all a lot of the time. But I don't know. It's just used to make sense. It used to be, you don't have to think about it too hard. Just this is what I want to do. And now it's just, I'm not sure.
I never felt like I had that idea of what I wanted to do to relate to your experience and not take over the conversation type shit. Like, I've never felt like, oh, I know what I want to do when I'm older, right? People are like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, I don't know. And then it'd be like, sometimes I'd be like, oh, maybe I want to do like computer engineering because that's like closely associated to like what my dad does, you know? And then like, I don't know. At some point he was trying to like urge me to go into it, and I'm like, I don't like it though. But he's like, but it can make you money, and it's like, it's an interesting thing. Like, my parents have told me not to follow my dreams, which is like, I know it sounds shitty, but whatever. And it's like, they told you don't follow your dreams, like do it as something on the side. But for me, I couldn't realize my dream to its fullest if I don't go all at it. Like, if it's just a side thing and it's like, it's just a hobby, then why the fuck am I even doing it? Like, just for like, that's not why I make art. Like, I make art because I want other people to hear it. I want people to watch it. I want people to read it, type shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, like, because for me, my parents are very do whatever you want to do. It's like whatever makes you happy, but money does matter. And it's like, I think that's a very realistic view on it, and it's still a supportive view. But I don't have like one thing that I desperately want to do. And even whenever I say before I was more confident in it, I still wasn't 100% sure, I just didn't question it, It's just like, this is what I knew. This is what I thought. I didn't think as hard about it. But yeah, I don't know. Even now, I find a lot of enjoyment in like making music. I'm learning guitar. I enjoy songwriting a lot. I've been rapping a lot just by myself.
Oh, really? Wow.
Not well, but
it's fun.
Yeah, no, just I don't know, just something to do. And I enjoy that kind of stuff a lot, but that isn't even to the point where it's like, I want to do this for the rest of my life, I don't feel that kind of confidence in things. And I don't know if I really ever did, but I don't know. It's hard now whenever it's like, all right, make the goddamn decision. It's like, fuck.
It's so hard. There's so much dissonance in my brain because of how I was raised and stuff, where it's pretty much like, no, you can't make it in whatever you want to do artistically and stuff. And it's like, there is the only way to like a stable career and like not being dirt poor is going corporate, know, and stuff. And then just like, I fucking hate it. I hate corporate America so much. But I don't know. I was like just fantasizing about like how I want to raise my kids and stuff. And I just want to like give them the opportunity to like whatever like they like, Like, I want to facilitate like a house where like we read poetry together. We read books together. We look at the news, but also like there's also like also importance in like STEM too, because I think STEM is very important. Like, not trying to force them into one thing. Be like, hey, let's do everything, and like whatever you start to find enjoyment a lot in, like stick to that, because or like do whatever you want, like math, science, like sports, like music, reading, writing, all that sort of stuff. Like, I just want to cultivate that environment where it's like, okay, you will have an opportunity to do whatever you want to do and stuff, but like, let me make you be able like not like amazing in all areas, but like at least proficient or like fluent in the language of it. Like, that's what I want a lot.
Yeah.
Even if like, sorry,
you're okay.
Like, if they were like, oh yeah, like all these things, and like they want to go to engineering, I'll be like, that's great, go into engineering. But I still want them to have like a cultural understanding of things, and I want them to be well led and like can write for themselves and like very in tune with art as well, because that's so important to being a good person, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's really interesting. And I think like that's the way you should raise your kids, being proficient across the board, do whatever you want. Or not whatever you want, but whatever is going to make you happy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It kind of sucks cuz I feel like that is how I was grown up or I was raised, And growing up like
Sorry. Oh, that sound came on the mic.
You're good. You're good. I don't know. It's to the point now where I have the opportunity to do anything that I want to do, anything at all.
That's
right?
so scary.
I'm very fortunate in, I've had the ability to do a lot of things that I have wanted to do growing up. I like played instruments. I was in chorus. I was in the medicine STEM magnet. I've had the ability to do anything and been able to pick my own direction. But, it's hard because it never really got me to like a definitive spot. And, here I am for like the past year, 2, 3, 4, just unconfident in anything. And it's like, I don't know. It kind of feels like, damn, this is kind of on me. Like I have the opportunity to do anything. But there's nothing that I want to do.
It's so hard. It's like I have like similarly like last semester I was having a whole like identity crisis like every single night. It's be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't like I try to discredit myself where I'd be like, I don't even like it as much as other people, or like I'm not even as talented as other people. And like in those cases, it's like, God, the negative self-talk is so bad for you, and it's like it's so debilitating because like, for instance, if like in America, if like the arts were like looked upon better and like viewed as like a necessity, and like people thinking like, oh, I don't like, let me just use AI to make this movie or whatever, then I'd feel more confident, because I feel like it can add to that conversation. But like you'll meet people and they're like, oh yeah, AI is totally fine, nothing wrong with it.
AI art,
that's awesome. It looks so cool.
Except, all right, we aren't shitting on Momo and Sasa Pet Universe. Let's get that straight.
I don't know that.
Okay, I'll show you later.
Okay. But yeah, it's like people are like, oh yeah, AI is fine and stuff. And it's just like, I'm so against AI, but obviously, I don't know. Just it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But that's what's so good about it is that you go against these ideas, and it's like one of the most like sensory like stimulating things ever. Like, oh, it makes you feel every body part, every like emotion. That's what's so beautiful about it. Type sheet. But it's so difficult because like how do you make a living out of this? How do you support a life you want? It's so difficult.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought like you were pretty still like set on medicine.
It's just what I don't know. I think it's interesting, and I like certain aspects of it for sure. I like reading up on like personality types, or I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of started through self-diagnosis, but like just the more psychological stuff,
Yeah.
I've grown to enjoy that and just learning more about it, and how stuff develops, how your childhood can affect who you are. I think that's really interesting. And I don't know, I also just have like a natural like for science. Certain parts of it I fucking hate, like chemistry or the more, like memorization heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the connecting like building blocks. That's always made sense to me. I know I would say I've always liked, anatomy and that like more human like medicine side of it, but I fucking hate anatomy right now. So I mean, no, I think it's interesting, but this is memorization. This is bullshit.
Yeah. But like once you become fluent in it, is it like memorization or is it actual knowledge?
I don't know. I think it really depends on what you go into. And, I've shadowed before at like an orthopedic clinic, and I enjoyed it a lot because just like seeing all the different people you interact with, you have a problem to solve, But at the same time, I was just like thinking about it, and I don't know if I could do that for my whole life. It's like you look at an X-ray, and then there's one of a couple problems you probably have. You know, it's like you probably have broken bone, you probably have like a buildup of XYZ. You know, you probably need this, whatever. Like, they told me that they give a shot of cortisone or cortisol, whatever it is, cortisol, to like half the patients they see, and that's like the solution. You know, and just like thinking about that for me, it's like that. You know, that kind of takes the fun out of it for me.
But you make a lot of money.
Okay, you can say that with any goddamn whatever, you know.
Who gives a shit what you do every single day? Why don't you just care about your time off and like the money you have and like how much like you get to spend it? Like, isn't that what's awesome about it?
I don't know. It's like I feel like a lot.
I'm joking.
I know, but it's like even with that stuff, it you know, in medicine you usually don't have a lot of time off. You know,
exactly.
Like,
you don't.
You
make all
sucks.
this. You make all this money, and you have barely enough time off to do anything with it. And like, what are you just gonna spend money on? More cars, more houses?
Exactly.
It gets to the point where it doesn't matter to you. It's just like I'm wealthy. You know?
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's just there's no winning.
Life sucks.
Type shit.
Get up and work, liberals. Okay, no, but life does suck. Life is devastating. I was having the last topic real quick. But I was having this thought, you know, in my identity crisis, like thought spirals at night where I'm like, okay, I should go to bed. But hold on, I'm gonna think. And I was having this other one the other day that was like, life is like naturally just devastating. Life is like, you're gonna see, like, if you live long enough, you're gonna see your parents die, and like if you're lucky enough, you will. Wait, I said that completely wrong. Hold on.
Wait, I agreed without thinking about it. But.
Hold on. I meant to say, like, if you're lucky, like you're lucky if you're gonna be able to see your parents die. You know, you're lucky if you're gonna be able to see your childhood pets die. You're lucky if you're gonna see like yourself grow older and like less mobile and like have less thought processes and like that's the beauty in life though, is that it is devastating. It's like you get the opportunity to feel these things. Like, I don't know, like, and some people will think that's depressing and stuff, but I was finding a lot of like solace with that, where I was like, even though like a lot of times I'm like very depressed and stuff, but like that's what's so good about life, is I have the opportunity to feel these things. If like there's no point in life if I can't, and there's no point in life if like I'm meant to live, you know, like the whole purpose of my life is to one day eventually die. And that's like, I don't know, I think that's really, to me, that's really beautiful and stuff, because life is so fleeting and devastating, but it's like, that's the only thing that it can be.
Yeah.
So why not do whatever the fuck I want? Like, exactly, like that's what I'm getting back to. It's like, why not do whatever the fuck I do? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna see my parents die. I'm gonna die. Like, and like, that's, I don't know, that's just great to me, you know? Yeah, one day it just all stops. And that's, like, I mean, you need to think about that. Like, it just stops one day. So, like, whatever I'm worried about, it's never gonna affect me after a while.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. I don't know.
I know. I think that is beautiful. And it's like you can't have joy without like depression.
Exactly. There's no success without like failure, like similar sense.
Yeah. No, they need to coexist. It's like, I don't know. It is kind of beautiful. That chart also sucks.
This shit's scary too. I'm not like discounting, like obviously I'm very scared, you know, but like I just like that life is so devastating that like that fact alone gives me the opportunity to try at least with my life and like not worry about anything too much, because everything is just a learning experience. Like, I don't know, I was having this thought process the other day that like my parents in raising me, it's like they didn't know what they were doing technically, you know. They had to learn through experience and like actually parenting, because before that they were just like adults, you know, which is the age we're entering now. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I want to know how to, I don't know how to raise a kid. So like it gives you the opportunity to like be like, everything's an experience, everything is learning, everything is guiding you in some way. So yeah. That's it. I don't know. Just those thoughts for today. A little media.
Oh, media?
Media?
You go first.
Ooh, The Sopranos cookbook and stuff. I think I've been reading the cookbook and there's a lot of cool recipes I want to do, like particularly the Sunday gravy, the cannolis. There was these like sesame cookies also that looked really good, and I think you like dip them in coffee and whatever. But I want to do some recipes from the Sopranos cookbook. Maybe I'll bring it on, like the Dalgona cookies. But and
one day.
um, what else did I read? Oh, I'm reading I'm reading the Beast thing, so not yet. But the White Lotus season 2. That's what I was doing. I just finished that. That shit, it's really good and stuff. It's just a little confusing on like the ending where it's like a little too optimistic for me, like considering how the show was. And also, the B plot was way better than the A and C plot significantly, right? And then, but the A plot got the most time, and like the B plot was like the side kind of thing. I'm like, the B plot was the best plot. Like that was the best thing about the whole show. So, anyways, I digress. What about you, media wise?
Yeah, I've just been watching a lot of YouTube that I fall asleep to.
Ooh.
I will just shout out Brockhampton. I fucking love it.
Okay.
Brockhampton might be like, it's up there for like top artist of all time. It's like, it's top 5. It's not 5, 4, or 3.
It's definitely not 2. It's 1.
Nah, I don't know. It's hard. I have my top 4 set. I was thinking about it this morning while I was talking to myself. But I got Tyler, Brockhampton, Beabadoobie, Claro. Those are set.
Good, Claro's up there.
I listen to a lot of Claro, like a decent amount.
For me, it's Kendrick Lamar, it's Pink Panthers, it's Frank Ocean for sure, and then the fourth one, I don't know. Like it wouldn't be Tyler for me, even though I love Tyler. If that makes sense.
No.
Who else?
No, I know my 5 rotates between like Kendrick, Frank, Daniel Caesar's been there at times.
Oh, Playboy Carti. I love Playboy Carti. And then also MF Doom, I'd have to say. Like those 5. I love me some Pink Panthers. Like I know. That music actually just makes me happy all the time. Like it's so good. It's so nice to sing to. It's like, it's just good music all around. Yeah, is that going to wrap up the episode then?
I think so.
Okay, that's going to wrap up this episode of Cafe?
Phobia
Cafe. Okay, goodbye.
Wait, almost took off the headphones.